Reef DVM's coming at you today with doing a little fragging. Got a coral that's been sitting in our basement for a couple of years. It's a beautiful SPS. We're going to break off a couple pieces of it manually, put them in a jar, bring them upstairs, and we're going to start a new colony in a kind of a cool little rock made by the Alternative Reef folks. It's really not hard to do this. All you really need is some coral glue or epoxy. You need some frag plugs and a frag holder, a glove, and a little bit of water in a container to keep your frags alive. That's basically all you need. So here we've got a couple pieces that we manually broke off that SPS coral. Got them sitting in some salt water. We're going to pop open some Toonsy coral gum that we got from BRS. This is the 104.75. Actually, I really like the 104.76. It's a little more red. It comes in a bigger container. You get more of it. And I think it's even a little faster. This stuff works really well too, but I just like the other stuff better. The Alternative Reef people in Wisconsin make this pretty cool rock structure. Normally it's in like a white color, but we happen to get some that are in purple and black, and I just love them. This happens to be their rock that's called the 6-plug frag holder, and then they make a 10 also. It's really nice for just, easily manipulating frag plugs and not having that, wire rack look in your fish tank. Take 2 equal parts of the Toonsy coral gum, kind of mix them together for about 20 seconds. I'm mixing here as fast as I can. It actually takes about 5 minutes for this stuff to set up, but I find that in about the first minute to minute and a half is when you have the best working time with it. So you really just kind of mix this stuff up. Once it turns to kind of a uniform orange color, again, the 104.76 will turn a red color. Then you just stick it on your frag plug. The trick to doing this is just kind of getting used to whatever technique you like. And in our case, when we're fragging the SPS coral, we kind of make it into a cone or a mound, and then we embed the coral in it and then just kind of push the coral gum up around them and let it get hard. So it's kind of like a little mountain to hold them in place. Everybody's got their own technique, but this works really good for us. And this kind of structure disappears very quickly as the coral thrives and does well. So there I stuck one branch of it in. I'll stick another branch in here on the side. Try to give it kind of like a tree look. Some people call this, an antler look. Doesn't really matter to me. And you just kind of tap it in there and make it all uniform. And we're going to do this about 3-4 times, enough to make at least probably 4 plugs out of this 6 on this rock. I don't know if I need all 6. I need some space for the coral to grow. So I'm going to go quick head off here and give me a couple more pieces done up, which I did already, and grab those out of the little water containers I have sitting behind me and stick those in so you can see how this all kind of comes together. Remember, this coral's kind of upset because it's been out of the water now for probably 10-15 seconds, and the water it was in a little jar. You can't keep them in that much more than maybe 15 minutes, and it'll start getting cold. So be careful that you're all set and you're able to do this quickly. For the life's sake of the coral, you want that to go fast. And then I'm going to take some of the black plugs that originally came with the Alternative Reef rock structure and just stick them in for cosmetic sake. I tend not to use those for the coral. I just use those for cosmetic filling in the holes that I don't want to use. So here it is. It looks great. Let's go get it in the tank. So this is our little colony on the new rock structure. This, again, is the Alternative Reef's frag plug holder rock. And as you can see, the coral's a little bit upset right now and pulled inward. But there's a little bit of green starting to come out, a little bit of brown, because that's kind of the color of this coral. But this SPS will come out in about 48 hours and it'll look really nice. Probably in about 5-6 months. All goes well, it'll be 3-4 times this size, and this whole entire rock will be one big plug, basically, and then we can move on from there. Thank you for watching, folks. Please like or subscribe, and we'll continue to put out great videos like this.